Sorry about all the noise in the background and all that sort of stuff, but this is my alternate versions of Spider-Man video. Here we go. We'll start at F. So we have that one female spider person in the corner. They're down there simply because they've only been in like a handful of comics, I think. They might have only been in like one, I don't know, and they were only in the background. And their design isn't all that cool. They're just not a, character with any intrigue to them. Then we have Electro suit Spider-Man. He's alright, but I mean, he's not anything special, and I don't care for the color scheme. So that's why he's down there. Then we have another Spider-Man, which I'm not sure what he is, which is why he's down there. Then we have the two future Spider-Men, and their costumes look stupid. I'm sorry, they do. I don't like the 6 eyes or the 2 eyes with a dorky bike helmet. Neither of those look very good to me at all. So that's why they're there. Same with Big Time Spider-Man or like Stealth or whatever you want to call it. No, I don't care for the design. It's one of the better ones, don't get me wrong, but compared to the ones up top on the list, he just fell fairly hard. Same goes for the Infinity War Iron Spider suit. Then we have Captain America Spider-Man, and that just looks like a fan drawing, and so I don't think it has any bearing in the comics, which is why it's in D. Then we have a Fantastic Four Spider-Man, and we have a couple of those on the list. And, yeah, that one's an alright looking suit, but the story's been done a couple of times, and that one was not the best. Then we have Kung Fu Spider-Man. He looks alright, but it looks fairly basic. Spider Side, it was just a very odd comic. I love the design, though. And then we have C. We have the traditional Spider-Man, but he has a 4 on his emblem, which matches, and it makes sense. And I like the story, so it's in C. Spider-Monkey, yeah, it was okay. I like that point in the movie, and the suit is fairly decent for being a stealth suit. Then we have the, Monster Spider. That is just a really good story and an incredibly spooky look. Not my favorite storyline out there, which is why I had this placement. The Amazing Spider-Man movie design. I love the first one. Love the orange eyes. It makes everything a little more cop-like and gritty, but it has a pop to it. I didn't care for the movie, but I love the costume. Then we have Punk Rocker Spider. He had a really good story. Love the design. He's just not one of my favorite Spider-Man. So he's in the middle, because he's got, like, everything going for him. More personal taste in that one. Spider-Woman. Just don't care for the costume. That's it. Stories are amazing. Like, there's some incredible stories. Ben Reilly, opposite. Love the costume. Not most of the stories. Most of them were pretty bad. Then we have the B tier, where we have Future Foundation Spider-Man, which is the best look for the Fantastic Four Spider-Man. And I know you're saying the Fantastic Four isn't white, but, they had a different suit look to honor Johnny. And it was an incredible story. And the fact that it was in the canon universe helps it too. It's not like some side story what if, like a lot of the others. And I enjoyed it quite thoroughly. Then there is Spider-Gwen, who has an amazing look, amazing story, everything. Just in B, just because not my, another one, not my favorite, but it's pretty high up there. On top of the fact Gwen Stacy's been brought back so many times that it's just like, by the time that character came out, it was just, And then Gwenpool felt like really out of left field. I don't know, I'm rambling now, but still. Then there's Symbiote Spider-Man, classic suit, classic story. Not much to it, though. That's about it. Then we have Hulk Spider. Only, 2 books, but he's gotten some amazing toys, and they're quite valuable. I own one of them. I opened it as a kid. Probably shouldn't have, but it looks awesome. It's an amazing look. He doesn't appear very often, but when he does, it's quite a treat. I like Hulk, the Hulk versions of characters and MODOK versions. They appear every now and again, Usually, some of them are the same story, too. It's quite a treat to see the Hulk Spider-Man and the MODOK Spider-Man fight. I forget what comic that was in, but it was a really good book. And it's quite a treat to see them. Then we have the Japanese Spider-Man. Dude looks awesome. He doesn't feel like Spider-Man at all, but he has his own little lore, and he has his own, feel, and it's cool. I like it. Spider-Man Noir, great look, great feel, grittier tail, love it. Then we have the 1602. I like to call him Ruffle Man because look at that ruffle. It's an awesome ruffle. I love the design. It looks ridiculous, but anything in 1602 would. Well, not anything, but, anything that looks like Spider-Man, a very bright and colorful character, would look a little ridiculous in 1602. Then we have the Human Spider. That one's just nostalgia. I'll just be upfront. Yeah, that's just nostalgia. Spider-Ham, great books, great series, great universe, tons of stuff to go with him. Amazing. Then we have Penny Parker. I liked her in Spider-Verse. That's about it. I haven't read the books. Looks cool in the books from what I can see of the image, but haven't read the books. Then we have Peter's daughter. Forget what her name is. But her books were amazing. I read them. I rented them from a library in Texas back when I was there, and it was awesome. It was an amazing series. And have Peter become Venom, oh, it's just amazing. Got a lot of emotional beats in there. Great books. Great books. Miles, great character. Books, To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Miles' books, but he was good in Spider-Verse, so give him that. The PS4 one, great game, great story. Love how much the design pops and how much it was distinguished from other ones, which is very difficult to do. Then there is MCU Spider-Man. Looks very fluid. I like how minimalistic and fluid it looks. That is one thing I will give the first design. It's amazing. Spider-Man 2099, white suit. It looks cool, but I know it's a lot of nostalgia talking. I prefer the blue, which is, I think it is up here. No, it's not. I guess it's just Spider-Man 2099. I guess it is because of that suit, though, why he's put down there. So, yeah, then there's Ghost Spider. Love Ghost Rider. Love Spider-Man. So, obviously, I love Ghost Spider. Cosmic Spider-Man, great book. I love the story with Cosmic Spider-Man. It's an amazing story. It's definitely worth the read. Carnage Spider, another one, amazing story. He even appeared in the 90s cartoon, and I loved it. I loved it so much. He's awesome. He looks awesome. He doesn't play a big role, except in his one story, but he looks awesome. And not everybody needs multiple stories. They did him right. Then you have the 60s cartoon one. It looks goofy, but it's fun. It's campy. It knows its place. Then you have the Spider J, which is a Japanese manga Spider-Man, and from what I've seen, it is pretty dang good. There are a couple of the volumes in America, not very many, but there are a few, and I have read the first one. Good stuff. It's a little weird with Black Cat, especially with age difference, but that could be cultural stuff. I'm not sure. It's a little awkward with that, but other than that, it's a great book. Raimi Spider-Man, love the design, classic movies, classic feel, campy, fun, just great stuff. Zombie Spider-Man, loves the Marvel zombie stuff, and Spider-Man showcases the very emotional elements to the book, which you don't see often with zombies, so I like him a lot. Then you have, I know it's covered up really badly, but it is Superior Spider-Man. Love the book, love the character, love how it took over for quite a bit in the comics, and has some impact to this day. Overall, that is my Spider-Man rankings, and I'll see you guys on the next video.